Welcome to the Well-Seasoned Librarian, Season 2, Episode 13. Today I'm speaking with Ashley Comora, and she is owner of Liquified Juicery here in the Bay Area. Ashley is native of San Francisco and has been juicing for 7 years. She started juicing in 2018 and launched her new business, Liquified Juicery, in 2020. Juicing is her passion, and her mission is to heal others from the inside out in a natural way. I really enjoyed getting a chance to talk to Ashley, and I found out a lot. It was very, very informative, and I think that a lot of you will learn something from this conversation. And just enjoy the nice, light conversation we got to have. So without further ado, here we go. Welcome to the Well-Seasoned Librarian podcast. Today, I'm talking to Ashley Comora, who is the CEO of Liquified Juicery. Hi, Ashley. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Dean?
Doing pretty good. So I want to ask you, can you tell us a little bit about Liquified Juicery for the listeners on the podcast and how you came to open it?
Yeah, for sure. So Juicery is a high quality, raw, organic, cold pressed juice company that is certified to have CMOS in all of the products. So I started Liquified Juicery. I launched it in 2018, and it took 2 years for all the certifications and licensing. So when I officially launched it to the public, it was a few weeks before COVID happened. But I have been juicing for about 7 years, and it's been my passion, and I wanted to spread the health and wellness to other people once I learned the health benefits and felt them myself, and also had my family and friends feel the benefits as well. So I just wanted to really give that back to people and help heal people like with natural ingredients, more of a holistic approach. And so Liquified Juicery, basically our mission is to heal others from the inside out the natural way. And we do this by customizing juice cleanses, creating different smoothies and juices for people and their health concerns, or if people just want to have like a regular daily lifestyle of adding healthy products like juices or smoothies into their daily routine, we like to help provide that to others.
Very nice. Where do you get the produce for your juices?
Yeah, so I shop at local farmers markets here in the East Bay, like El Cerrito, Berkeley, and then I usually get some products from Monterey Market and Berkeley Bowl in Berkeley. Both of them are in Berkeley.
Nice. I love Berkeley Bowl. I could live there.
I know, right?
Now, the juice that you sell is unpasteurized. Tell us about juice pasteurization and why a company would or would not, in this case, want to use the process.
So pasteurization is the process of killing bacteria that would grow or after a certain amount of days. So a lot of companies do that to provide, bulk quantities to the public or have it last longer on shelves. What I do is I like to have provide the product directly to the customer. So they're getting the raw product that is not pasteurized. It's literally just the ingredients washed, pressed, and bottled and given delivery or pickup for them. And so pasteurization, what it does is it kills the bacteria. So the public does not get sick, but also it kills a lot of the nutrients that are in the juices, like a lot of the vitamins and minerals that our bodies need to thrive off of. So it does kill those to a higher extent. So I would suggest raw juices are the best option if someone wants the full vitamin content in their juices.
So now from the fact on your website, your juice contains no sugar or preservatives. So this makes me want to ask, what are other companies putting in their juices?
Yeah, so a lot of companies that are very well known, like Minute Maid, Ocean Spray, Jamba Juice, it's a lot of added sugar, added preservatives to help it stay on the shelf. So when people think of juice, they might think of the most popular juice that's like well known at their grocery store or on commercials. So what those sugars do is has a negative effect on the cells in your body. It'll keep feeding off of the good bacteria in your body and then make you crave more sugars and more processed food. So what I do with the juices is I do not add any sugars or preservatives. So they're all whole plant-based juices. Most of the juices might have one fruit, so it does have a sweetness and it can be enjoyable for the customer. But I am coming out with more juices that do not have any fruit. So if people want just vegetables, they can have that option. So what the, sorry, we'll cut right there.
It's
I'm like going off on track. I'm like, I have all these things to say.
You're totally fine. We could edit anything.
Okay. So, okay. So the preservatives and additives really give juices like probably their added color if they're unnatural juices, a lot of dyes that are man-made, preservatives to make them last longer. And these just have negative effects on people's bodies. So that's why the mission is to have all organic, all raw, no additives, no preservatives, especially no added water. A lot of juices on the market have quite a bit of water in their juice. So I like to make sure that it's no added water, no preservatives. And a lot of people really like that. And they're really surprised when I tell them that as well.
Now, I saw that your juices are cold pressed on your website. And I've heard that term before, like I think with olive oil. What is the process of cold pressing?
Well, I'm glad you asked. A lot of people are confused about this. So there are different types of ways to produce juice. You have a masticating juicer, and that is like a slow turning knob inside of a juicer that turns at a slow rate, but also it's pushed through a slow turning motor that crushes the produce and then pushes it through like a type of fence to get it to come out. And then you have a centrifugal juicer. That one's at high speed, and that one just chops up all of the produce and then shoots it out. These types of juicers are not the best at all. They reduce the quantity of vitamins and nutrients, and they basically do not keep them intact. And they do oxidize a lot faster. So meaning you would have to drink the juice within 30 minutes to have the most nutrients from that type of juice. After about an hour or so, the content just goes lower. It's like foamy, it separates. So it's not the best quality. So what I did was made sure that I got the highest quality cold pressed juicer on the market. It's the Good Nature product, and they specialize in commercial juicers. So this machine, the produce is put in, it's turned and then put into a chute. And then once it's in the chute, there's 1,500 pounds of pressure that press the ingredients, and then it's bottled. So there's no oxidization. 100% of the nutrients are intact the whole time. And then also it expands the shelf life. So it can last 4 to 5 days with optimal like vitamins and nutrients intact.
Wow.
And then also the quality and the texture of the juice is so much better. It's like a silky feel, and you can really taste the difference as well. I've compared with different juicers, and you can definitely taste the difference.
Now you have a wide range of flavors of your juices for different effects. Tell us about your flavors and how they affect people.
So right now I have 2 green juices, which are the Lush Greens and Green Alkalizer. And then I have an orange-based juice, which is the Sunset Immunity, and a beet-based juice that is the Sweet Beet. So the green juices, I add spirulina and moringa to them. So it's high contents of chlorophyll. So the benefits of that is cell rejuvenation, and also you're getting cell turnover and helping your cells in your body just rejuvenate and produce better bacteria in the gut. So also I put sea moss in all of the juices, all of the products, and that contains 92 of the vital nutrients your body is comprised of. So for example, like calcium, potassium, magnesium, zinc, vitamin A, B, C, and D. It's a superfood that comes from the ocean. And then it's processed, washed, and blended, and then created into a gel form. And then that's added to all the juices. And so the citrus-based juice that I have is the Sunset Immunity, and that one has antimicrobial properties, antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory properties because of the ginger and turmeric. And then the beet juice I have, the sweet beet, that one is great for detoxing the liver and kidneys because beet is such a powerful ingredient. It really cleanses through the blood system and replenishes the blood cells as well.
Now, many people use your juice for a juice cleanse. Tell us about this process. I've heard of it before, but I'm not totally sure how it works. How does a juice cleanse work?
Yeah, so the best way to do a juice cleanse would be to prepare a few days before. You want to cut out processed food, high sugar content, smoking, alcohol. You want to cut out processed meat as much as possible to give your body a rest to prepare for like basically a liquid diet. So let's say, for example, you did a 3-day cleanse, you might want to prepare 2 to 3 days before that. And then when you have the juice cleanse, you're going to have a juice every 2 hours. And then in between, you're going to have lots of tea, lots of water. And what this does is it gives your body a reset. So you're giving your body a break from breaking down food, and basically it resets the cells in your body. And when you do juice cleanses like more often or longer periods of time, you can really help your body heal itself. And that's what they do. The juice cleanses really heal your body so it can target the issues and the health concerns your body has, and it can really fix those problems. A lot of people have had great benefits from the juice cleanse, whether it's losing weight, clearing up skin, clearing up chronic migraines. I've had a customer who cleared up their arthritis, joint pain. So it's definitely a very healing benefit. And even if you don't want to do just juice throughout the day, you can have the juices and maybe fruits and nuts. It's basically just giving your body a reset, and that's the biggest benefit, while increasing energy. You can also reverse your cravings. So when you give your body a break and you just have the juices, your body's resetting, and it's resetting your mind, and it's benefiting your gut bacteria and your microbiome. So your stomach is connected to your brain. And when you have good bacteria, you have a better outcome in your brain and how you feel and your thoughts and your energy level, and just everything's connected. So a juice cleanse is definitely beneficial for many, many people.
Yeah, it seems like not for nothing that I've had so many people on the show recently who are talking about how diet affects your well-being and your health. And I mean, I just see this like everywhere now. Everybody's really talking about how they've been able to address things like inflammation, like you spoke of, or arthritis type symptoms with something like this. And I think it's very interesting. And that's something that I'm definitely looking into right now.
It is. And I think a lot of people, mental health is becoming even more, a lot more awareness for mental health. And that goes for physical health as well. So what you put in your body is what you're going to feel. So if you're putting in positive, healthy, energetic, live, living foods, you're going to feel amazing. And also, they do reduce a lot of inflammation in the body. And that has to do, inflammation leads to chronic illness and disease. And then it removes a lot of mucus. So mucus buildup makes the body acidic. So when your body's acidic, you're more prone to sickness. And then the juices, they alkalize the body. So when your body is in a state of alkalinity, then your body can thrive in a positive environment with the gut health and everything.
You mentioned that one of the kind of big ingredients in the juices is seaweed or sea vegetables.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I am seeing this everywhere. I recently just listened to 2 podcasts last week that address this. And it seems to be that, I mean, I think people outside of America largely eat seaweed, and we're kind of like we've lost the plot that way. We haven't been doing it. So tell us about how you got to use seaweed for your product.
Yes, definitely. So it is getting more popular, which I'm really happy about because more people are becoming aware of their health. So I was introduced to it maybe 5 years ago, and I learned the benefits. And then I was taking capsules of the sea moss and burdock root mixture, and I was feeling a big difference. I had a lot less mucus, a lot less phlegm. I felt really energetic. And then I learned that you can make it into a gel form, which is the process of taking the sea moss, cleaning it, soaking it with certain ingredients, and then blending it. And then you can make a gel moss from that. So the benefits are endless. It's literally like the most powerful superfood packed with all the nutrients your body needs. And it's everything your body is comprised of. So, you have it's 92 of the 102 minerals our bodies are comprised of. So like I said, zinc, magnesium, calcium, potassium. So I think with that in these juices, it gives people a lot more accessibility to the nutrients their bodies need. When they're drinking these, they don't feel fatigued. They have a lot of energy. They don't feel hungry. And I've had nothing but positive feedback from the juices and from customers. And I would say if everyone can add this into their diet, it would make a big difference for their health.
So how does somebody get your juice?
So I have a website, liquifiedjuicery.com. There, everyone can place their order for delivery or pickup. We deliver throughout the Bay Area. And if it is out of the delivery zone, just a quick email to us and we can make it work for them. Also, the juices are in stores around the Bay Area. So like Rainbow Grocery on Folsom Street in San Francisco, Alameda Grocery Store in Alameda, Monterey Market in Berkeley, and then I'm actually partnering with a zero waste store in Fairfax, San Rafael.
Oh, wow.
So the juices are going to be the main component of the store. And then there's been a lot of other collaborations with other stores like El Cerrito Natural Grocery, William Natural Grocery, Artisan Cafe in Richmond. So it's really expanding very fast, and they're selling out multiple times a month. So everyone's getting really familiar with Liquified Juicery.
Now, I noticed one thing on your website that I wanted to ask about because I'm kind of interested in this. I saw the meal replacement smoothies. Can you tell me about that a little bit?
Yeah, so that one is the Blue Wave. It has blue spirulina, so you're also getting the chlorophyll with the meal replacement. It has 13 grams of protein. It contains oats, dates, chia seeds, coconut milk. So I like to recommend this when people are getting the cleanses. If they need an extra boost, like if they have like a long work day or very physical activities, I would say, get the meal replacement shake to keep you going. Honestly, even a few sips of it and you'll get full. I've had customers where they're like, oh, I only had half of it the whole day and it kept me going the whole day. It has a kind of a dessert taste. So it's really enjoyable to drink. It has like hints of vanilla and cinnamon, but it's definitely packed with antioxidants. It has packed with omega-3s from the chia seeds. So it definitely is something that would keep people going throughout the day along with the juices.
That sounds really lovely. I mean, all those ingredients sound really kind of yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about some of the new products that you have coming out?
Yeah, so I haven't announced it yet, but you can be the first to know. So I'm coming out with a charcoal lemonade. So basically that has charcoal in it, and that physically removes toxins and bacteria from the gut and the body, and removes it. So it basically attaches to it in your body and pulls it out through your lymphatic system. So that one's going to be refreshing, delicious. It's going to have coconut water. So you're getting a lot of the antioxidants and minerals from that. And then I'm coming out with a pure greens juice. So for the customers who do not want any sugar content from like an apple or something, they can have just a greens juice. And then I'm coming out next year, early next year, with a mushroom shot line. So that's going to have reishi mushrooms, chonga mushrooms, and more. So that's going to be really exciting because I think mushrooms are on the up and coming for people,
Yeah.
especially for people who are interested in that and the benefits. There's so many health benefits with mushrooms and connecting to the brain activity. So I'm really excited about those things.
Now you already mentioned that you've had a lot of people getting interested in putting your products out in their businesses. What has been the response to your business, and how have you seen your company grow?
Oh my gosh, it's growing so fast, and I am so thankful that I can really spread the wellness and get people to really think about what they're putting in their body. I have a lot of stores reaching out and wanting to collaborate, doing a lot of events, and the feedback I'm getting is they can't get enough. They're craving it. They tell me all the feedback about how they're feeling, and it's really cool to have people add it into their daily routine, especially people who are not familiar with like healthier juices. They're just used to like sodas and stuff. So it's very special to have people really enjoy the products and tell their friends and family. And it's exciting, especially when I do pop-up events and people come up to the table and they're like, oh my gosh, I've heard all about your product. It makes me really happy, and having repeat customers every week, it just makes me so happy.
So what is next for Liquified Juicery?
So I do want to open a flagship store. I want to have a juice shop that is different from any other juice shop on the market. I definitely want to have a place where people can come and learn about juices and possibly, collaborate and make their own in the juice shop, and have like a tailored menu to, if you have a certain health condition, we can provide you something that is going to target that. So a juice shop, expanding, doing shipping to other states nationwide, and having a bigger warehouse. So it's a lot of things are on the way.
I like that. That's really brilliant, because I mean, in many ways, how we've treated like herbal tea and stuff like that, instead you could pick out a juice that you need for the applicable malady or whatever you're trying to combat at the time.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that would be really beneficial to people. And then also help people, get off of pharmaceutical drugs that are basically not healing them. They're keeping them at a standstill. And, those are not good for your body. So I think juices are definitely healing and powerful.
Yeah, I mean, God, I think that a lot of people are starting to wake up to this, and I definitely think you're going to do very well. Well, good luck to you, Ashley. I just think you're going to really make a lot of breakthroughs here and be very successful.
Thank you so much, Dean. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the opportunity to speak about Liquified Juicery.
No, it's a pleasure, and I always like finding out about these things. I mean, I had a lot of the questions I had are my questions genuinely. I really wanted to ask them. So I think a lot of other people do too. So I think it might help some people that have questions that want to find out more about your business and the process of making the juice and everything. So thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, that's it then. We'll wrap there, and I hope you have a really good day, and thank you for being on the show. I look forward to seeing your products around and stuff like that.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I babbled. I always have so much to say about everything.
I didn't think you babbled at all. I think it's a great topic, and I'm very interested. I'm so I'm not kidding when I say I've seen all this stuff about seaweed recently. This one guy had an entire podcast about seaweed culturally in Ireland, how because the people had been so poor, they had to turn to foraging to kind of like keep their health up, because they're only eating like potatoes or whatever. And having access to the sea vegetables helped them kind of keep themselves from getting sick and dying, because it was their only nutrient.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, we're like, what, 85% to 90% water basically. And we come from like our molecules, stem from the ocean. And the ocean has so much like algae and just all these things in the ocean. They're pure and they're unprocessed. So they have a lot of nutrients. But the thing is, sea moss is becoming so popular that they're actually farm raising some sea moss. So there's like a knockoff sea moss, and then there's the natural sea moss. So it can get confusing if you don't know. So some people, if they get the farm raised one, it doesn't have all the nutrients, and then it does have additives, and then it has extra salt in it, which will inflame people's bodies. So it's good to make sure that people are getting their wild crafted sea moss from where it's originated from. So I get mine from, I have friends, a family friend who they get theirs straight from Jamaica, and then they have a little family business. It's run out of New York, and that's where I get mine from as well.
Yeah, it does seem like it, because I remember I used to see dried kelp or seaweed, and it would have, I think, a lot of salt in it to preserve it. And I think now that you're not seeing that as much, it's more fresh.
Yeah, the salt is very bad, especially for the body and just everything. So you shouldn't have to preserve it in salt, and it should not like last that long. If it's dried, it's fine, but if it's like a fresh, it shouldn't be lasting months and months.
Right.
You know, it's
This stuff was like jerky, so
yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you very much.
So much for the opportunity. I'm really, really grateful for this. And
thank you for being here for the conversation with Ashley Comora from Liquified Juicery. I had a really good time talking to her, and I learned a lot about juice cleanses and juicing in general. Come be with us next week when we talk to Patricia Joseph. She is one of my fellow writers on Medium, and somebody that I really enjoyed getting a chance to talk to. I read her articles all the time, and she's one of the writers on Medium that I really feel some kinship with, and part of my community there. So please tune in next week to talk to food writer and blogger Patricia Joseph. Until then, happy cooking.